We got a new face this morning. This is a little bull. He was born about an hour ago. I have him secured with a halter because I had some lively calves lately, and when I found him this morning, he had just been born. He got up pretty much immediately and he kicked me in the knee, so we're off to a great relationship together. So this morning, we're going to finish up chores, we're going to get this fresh cow, move down to the main barn, we're going to get her milked, and then we're going to head down to the pasture we were working on yesterday. We're going to finish fencing that, and that should take up most of our day. And I'm going to help my son. He's 11. He started a bagged manure business, so I'm going to help him get some bags all set and ready to go. Otherwise, right now, the nutritionist is here, so I'm going to go finish talking to her to talk about, what we're going to do currently. The weather's kind of changing. The cows' manure is kind of changing, so we're going to go over that. And tomorrow we'll start on another pasture. Our hitch trimmer should also be coming soon in the next coming days, so we're going to be pretty busy. So I'm just going to go finish my morning and look back. So I'm just waiting for the colostrum for that bull calf to heat up. And so one of the things we talked about with the nutritionist this morning is our water intake with our cows. We kind of felt like maybe our cows weren't drinking enough, so the only way for us to tell that is to install a water meter. So we did that a little while ago, and what we discovered is where our nutritionist wants our cows to be drinking closer to 24 gallons a day, they average more like 21 and a half. So we're going to change up a couple things. We're going to add more feed grade lime into their diet, and we're going to monitor the water intake daily this week once we start doing that. So I'll show you the water meter. It's up here. So short girl problems here, but so this is the water meter. It measures in cubic feet, so it's hard to tell, but there's 5 numbers and then a decimal point and then 3 numbers. So I read the first 5 and then the number immediately after. And so I'm going to take a picture of that today and then tomorrow and subtract the difference to find out how much it changed in 24 hours. And then you take that number and you multiply it, by 7.48 and then divide it by the number of cows. This water line supplies water to the tie stall in here. There's 50 cows. It also does provide water for a barn that's connected that's older. There are a dozen adult cows up there plus some young calves. So we factor 64-ish animals total and use that as our number. So we're going to keep track of that daily. We're going to increase the lime and we're going to see if that helps. Otherwise, our water tests fine. There's nothing wrong with it. But realistically, though, they're going to be going out to pasture in a month. So it's going to be hard to keep track then. But until then, I guess we'll just do the best we can. All right. Gotta love and appreciate a newborn calf that drinks on his own. So I'm actually gonna give him 3 quarts. Hopefully he'll take it all on his own. If not, I'll just tube feed him the last bit. And then I don't like his location. He's not supposed to be here. So I'll move him into his clean, dry, more sanitary spot. And I will feed him more colostrum at his second feeding tonight. I don't do the full gallon. I don't really think that, I feel like that's an arbitrary number. So I've always just done 3 quarts. And I've had really good luck with it, so we're just gonna stick with it. Nothing makes you feel your age like you're back, trying to stay in this position for a long period of time. So I did get him to drink about 2.5 quarts of colostrum. I'm just going to call it good for now, and I'll come back in just a little bit and give him the rest. I'm not going to push it. I don't really want to tube feed a calf that can, quite honestly, he can kick my butt right now, so this is not a battle I'm going to fight. So I'm just going to get everything cleaned up, and then we're going to get packed up, and we're going to head back out into the woods today. All right, my ride left without me because he don't wait for nobody. And so I'm going to take the tractor down and get started again. It's cold out today. The wind is whipping. The vest is back out. I can't wait for it to be a steady 65. But it is what it is. So let's head on down. So this is the interstate that cuts our land right in half. You can see the farm in the background. Loud as hell down here. So this is fence that the turnpike actually had to put in a couple years ago. They ripped out all our old fence and chipped everything and put this up. So we get a lot of phone calls that our animals are out on the interstate. They're not. It's just that they get so close to this fence line down here that they look it. But they really like it down here. The shade of the trees allows grass to grow when it's really hot and dry. So we don't usually have to do much to this. The turnpike is supposed to maintain it. So we just walk down through and find any spots that we want them to fix. But yeah, you can see a nice shot of our farm. I told Grandpa it was gonna break there.
That made it even more.
What'd he say? He said you just made it worse. Ripped our fence out. Tell me a sound that you hate hearing when you walk into the barn. I'll show you mine. That's nice. Thanks, guys. I hate fixing hoses so much. It's the worst. I was really hoping I would have enough hose here that I wouldn't have to change out the whole thing, but no such luck. Ow, my finger. Go on the other side, because I suspect that this is the one that keeps chewing on the hose. Thank you. Yippee. Alright, we'll turn it back on and see if there's any leaks. Are you seriously already chewing on that? All right, good to go. No leaks, thankfully, but it's looking like they're just gonna chew it up again. So I'm gonna have to clean this back out, and then it's going to be back to our regularly scheduled program